Hey guys, Trish here. As many of you noticed, I'm now playing Warlock. I'm doing this video because a follower asked me about my build, so here's my build for the Warlock. This is specifically for Master Soul Harvest. After doing like many runs, this is what I came up with. It's the build I most prefer. You can like experiment yourself with gear. I'll give you some alternatives. So here's my build. I'm using the head from Msh that gives 7% common advantage, usual master layer of the Med Dragon, accuracy and common advantage. Msh gear also here on the arms, like the usual accuracy, common advantage. Celestial weapons, giving on the Warlock 9% crit 7 power, and also I'm using as weapon modification on the main hand, I'm using Dark Spiral mod that also affects Dark Helix, and I'm using power and recharge speed on the half end. I'm using still these boots on Msh. If you wanna use like suicide boots, those are also good, but I will change this helmet for this one from Ash. I prefer it this way because this way I'm always kept on combat advantage, also in the 5-man phases in Soul Harvest, and also because I'm a little bit more it's a little bit more easy to survive on the mob phase without the suicide boots, you know. For the neck and waist, I'm using the scintillant set as always. I'm using double critical strike on the both rings, also because I need those ratings. But if you don't need this crit save because you have different insignias from what I have, you can swap this for the Coil of Light that gives a lot of critical strike and also percentage critical severity. Usual damage shirt from Msh and pants that give combat advantage. Enhancement, this is what I'm using. I'm using new combat enchantment because I need those stats, and also because it has 1000 more item level than the lightning flash. And I'm using also recharge speed bonus. This one is you can swap for movement speed. Movement speed is like more beneficial on this trial, but since I've done this trial many times, now I know how to dodge proper red areas, you know, so I don't really need extra movement speed for now, but maybe I will change idea. This one just helps me with the rotation a little bit more. It's a little bit easier for me. Artifact, I swap whatever the group needs, and those three are my stat artifacts, are my egg gun. This one from the latest lockbox, and also the sensor. This is my powers. You can stop the video. And this is what I use on the bridge phase. For boons, those are my guild boons. Power, defense, revive sickness, campaign boons, pretty usual stuff, nothing too fancy. Companions, active one is whatever the group needs, and I'm using perfect vision for accuracy, and those are the same stuff as always. And I'm using the golden cat for combat advantage. I'm using 3 times Dian talisman for combat advantage critical strike. You can use whatever you need for your stats. For the mounts, I'm using these ones, double tactician, cavalry haste, and artificers for the cooldown reduction, and 1 executioner covenant, because like enchanter sex is not that good on the warlock, so this one is good for extra ratings. And the usual colors I was using on the wizard. I'm using this power from the new mount, and yeah, this is very good also for magical damage dealers, because the almost 400 extra magnitude is still better than losing, like, you know, the physical damage buff, the magical damage buff I mean. So yeah, this is basically best in slot for every class right now. And I'm using ferocity for some extra damage because I don't really need any extra stats. Yeah, on the overload usually I run double Demon Slayer, so like 1 from the guild and 1 from the MDWP campaign. So this is my usual setup. because I don't really need the stats from the Devil's Precision. But I mean, you can also go Demon Slayer and one Devil's Precision, because those are pretty expensive, so it's not that big of a deal. For consumables, I'm using Salord Gift Elixir for combat advantage, Flask of Potency for extra crit save, Hot Wings, crit save accuracy, and Prime Rip for 4000 extra power. Hope you enjoy, guys. If you have any question, just leave a comment, and also if you need to check my rotation, I can make a separate video about it, so just let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching.